All right, my friends, I am going to attempt to give you the answers to your preposition worksheets. Just like we would do in class, have I go over them with you, except that you're not answering obviously out loud, because that would be a nightmare teaching virtually and doing that. So unfortunately, we have to do it like this. Although this may be helpful for you to actually see the answers right in front of you, instead of me just reading them out loud, because I know sometimes it's hard to keep up with that. So here we go. I'm going to attempt to explain why each of these are prepositions. Some of them are kind of tricky, like that's just one of them that you need to know. On account of, which also has of in it. But the other ones are a little bit easier to explain and to understand. By the way, at this point, you should have your worksheets completely finished, and I would like you to write in a different color pin at the top of your page corrections. In a different color at the top of your page, I would like you to write corrections so I know which pen you are writing the correct answers in. I am grading by looking at where you got wrong and what you underlined for the correct answers. So I am looking for you to have all the correct answers, and you should have them from this video. All right? Okay. Number one, the scout troop went on a hike. Firstly, what I should say is that prepositions usually show a relationship of where or when. Okay. Usually they show a relationship between two different things, where it is or when it is. Sometimes it's how it is, but that's a little bit tricky to explain. The scout troop went where? On a hike. So on is our preposition here. They climbed to the top. This would be the object of the preposition here. To where? To the top of what? Of Mount Milligan. That's the object of the preposition here. Okay. The climb of what? Up the mountain. Okay. This is where. How did they climb? They climbed up. Up the mountain was long and difficult. They crossed over a stream. Where are they? They're over a stream, and they are under fallen trees. Where? Over, under. When? During the hike, what happened? A few scouts went where? Off the trail. Off the trail. So if we're looking for the object of the preposition here, during the what? The hike. Off the what? The trail. Those are the objects of the preposition. Okay. Boulders had fallen where? On the what? The trail. That's the object of the preposition. From where? From a cliff. From is just one that you kind of need to memorize. Okay. But that's true when I say from where? Where? From a cliff. Okay. They went either around the fallen rocks. Where are they? Around the fallen rocks, or they are between them. So around what? The rocks. That's the object of the preposition. Between what? Them. AKA the rocks. There is a great deal of is just one that you need to memorize. Wildlife. Where? On the ground. And where? Under the brush. Okay? So you're constantly asking yourself where or when. This is a how. On account of snakes, okay? On account of snakes, hikers should stay on where? On the trail. When? At all times. On the what? The trail, object of the preposition. At when? Times. Okay? Number 10, the climb where? Down the mountain. Took them where? In front of what? The lodge. Okay? Exercise B. We found the biographies where? Next to what? The mysteries. This is the object of the preposition. What you should have done at this point is you are circling the object of the preposition and you are underlining the preposition. All right, number 12, the seasonal books were where? In front of what? Them. Object of the preposition is them. In front of is the preposition. This is a how. According to, this is one that you got to memorize, guys. According to Mr. Wu is the object of the preposition. According to Mr. Wu. This is another how. They were there because of a problem. All right. I borrowed the Sue Grafton mystery. This is another how. In spite of what? Its cover. In spite of its cover. Do you guys see how every single one of these objects are nouns? Okay, or pronouns. That is a pronoun. But the rest of them, collection, Lars, Friday, book, Mr. Wu, them, mysteries, these are all nouns. And they come where? After the preposition. Okay? A bird book was the only book I liked aside from, that's the how, that. Aside from that. From, that's one you need to know. From, we use that a lot. The more I say from, the more I feel like it's not a word. Okay, I did not check out the World Series history on account of Lars. Okay? On account of. Lars checked with the sports book along with. With is a very, it's one that we use a lot. It is a preposition that we use a lot. Okay, so you need to know with, as of, okay, in, to, all of these are very highly used prepositions, okay? So along with what? Collection. See how poetry is describing the collection. So it would be collection here. As of, when? Last Friday. This is a when. In addition to Fiber Kingdom's first book. Okay? All right, prepositional phrases. Now this is just having you underline the full prepositional phrase. And this is pretty easy because once you determine what the preposition is, then you can just underline pretty much whatever comes next. And it stops at the object of the preposition, right? So her career began with dance and drama, okay? With is a preposition you need to know. In, preposition you need to know. Throughout, preposition you need to know. Notice how there are several of these that are just in, on, in, okay? Okay, throughout the United States. Boom. Throughout is the preposition. United States is the object of the preposition. This is the prepositional phrase. Okay? Maya Angelou has also lectured in where? Several foreign countries. Boom, done. Dr. Angelou lived in where? Cairo, Egypt. Dr. Angelou has also lived and taught in where? Ghana. Done. In 1969. Boom. She has made several appearances where? On television. Dr. Maya Angelou's great works are respected around where? The world. Boom. This film takes place when? During. This is the object of the preposition right here, the Depression. I found my baseball glove where? Underneath. The what? The bed. In spite of. This is a compound preposition right here. In spite of what? The rain. You see how we have in? That's a regular one. And we have of. All of this is together. All right. Everybody ran 5 laps around. Where did they run 5 laps? Around the what? The track. Is Santa Monica near? Near what? The beach. Where is Santa Monica? Near the beach. All right, last one, preposition or adverb. From atop the mountain, we looked below and saw the green fields. I already went over this in the last video. Below has no object of the preposition behind it. Below what? We don't know. Really, we sort of know, but it's not saying it specifically. So this is describing how they looked. Okay, so this would be an adverb because it is modifying a verb. Okay, the cat was sleeping under the blanket. Okay, now it's not modifying sleeping because it's describing where is she sleeping? Under the blanket. Blanket is the object of the preposition here. And like I said in the first video, you're looking for if it has a noun after it describing or modifying the preposition, okay, it's going to be a preposition, all right? She crawled inside the box. Where did she crawl? Inside the box. This is the object of the preposition right here. If she just said she crawled inside, that would be different, okay? When they heard the noise, they began to look about. Look about. Okay, notice how there's nothing behind this. So we know right away that this is an adverb. Okay, how are they looking? They're looking about. That is an adverb describing look, the verb. Will the children be playing outside today? Okay, outside. Outside of where? No, it's not telling you. Okay, this one is describing playing. How are they going to be playing? Outside. Okay. The family lives near the lake. Where? Near the lake. This is the object of the preposition. This is the preposition. The squirrel was frightened and ran off. Notice how nothing is after this. It's describing how they ran, which is a verb, which makes this an adverb. I hope you're seeing the pattern here. He wants to travel around the world. Around is not modifying travel. It's describing where? Around the world. Okay, we will wait until the prices go down. Okay, now there is nothing after down here. It's describing go. How do they go? They go down. This is an adverb. Okay, did you see the robin perched on the branch? On the what? The branch. This is the object of the preposition. Where are they? They're on the branch. This is a preposition. Come along, children. Okay, now there technically is one word after come along. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, but this is not talking about along children. No, this is a comma right here. They are talking to the children. So along is modifying come, and it's saying how they do that. So it is an adverb. Okay. Tobias ran down the stairs. How did he run? No, this is not describing how he ran. It's saying he ran where? Down the stairs. I fed the ducks that were crowded along the shore. Now, along where? The shore. This is a preposition. As soon as we reached the boat, we climbed aboard. Okay, this is a verb. This has nothing after it. Aboard is describing where they climbed. It is an adverb. I had never traveled aboard a spaceship before. Now, aboard is not modifying traveled. They're saying, where have they traveled? Aboard a spaceship. Okay. Besides the time I went to New Delhi, I hadn't ever flown. Besides what? The time. This is a noun. It's the object of the preposition. This is a preposition. The airplane made a humming sound as it zoomed off the runway. Now, off is not describing how it zoomed. It's describing where it zoomed. Off what? The runway. This is a preposition. During the flight. When? During what? The flight. This is a preposition. Flight is a noun. That is what it is. Let's say modifying. A cluster of restless creatures murmured nearby. Nearby. Now look, there's nothing after nearby. It's describing murmured. Murmured is a verb. This is an adverb. Below, my classmates were probably doing grammar exercises. This is the hardest one. Below is modifying doing. Okay, so where were they doing grammar exercises? They were doing it below. Doing is a verb. This is an adverb. All right, so I hope you understand. If you don't, we can meet together virtually and we will see how that goes. All right.